Oh yeah. All right, all right. Hey, so I am going live right now, obviously, because it says I'm going live and that's what I'm doing. Um I'm not expecting too many people to pour in right now because I scheduled it for 4, but I just want to get the show on the road and get talking about some certain things. Now, first and foremost, something that I do want to discuss before I get into this quote unquote Thotiana, Tomi Lahren. Um and I got some background information on this chick too, just to let you guys know that's going to put this into a little bit of a perspective. However, um, where do I want to go with this to start off? If you guys have not already, I love it. I love it. Feeling it. If you haven't looked into joining the WarTribe, please do go and join the WarTribe right now. This is a group of men that you're going to want to get involved in, as what we see going on right now in the world today, with the impending financial collapse, being on the brink of World War III, and all this other stuff. You're going to want to be with a group of men that are going to get you in the right mindset. Now, one of the big things that I've been focusing as of late, is obviously wealth preservation. I called this shit a long time ago, back way, like February, March timeframe. I was telling people to stock up on the essentials, and not essentials of like, hey, go and get yourself some TP, even though, TP is kind of an essential, but not getting too crazy on that. But one of the phrases that I like to talk about right now and say, as far as what you can do to get yourself ready for the future, as to get yourself safe and secure in a way, is what I like to say. I say beans, bullets, Bitcoin, and bullion. If you guys are tracking what I'm saying, right? So if you follow those 4 Bs, you're going to be pretty good. Now, it's not to say you have to just buy Bitcoin, but that's a safe bet. The bullion, if you guys do the research, I said this months ago, when silver and gold, well, silver for sure was at its lowest. Now take a look at that shit. Been saying it for fucking months. So all you fucking haters out there, you guys can gobble up on these balls beneath my big old shaft. Shit's going crazy. Been talking about this for fucking months on end now. All those fucking red pill haters out there before that were like, oh, Corey's not talking about game anymore, and fucking going and jerking off fucking John and Rolo and all that shit. How's that $6.97 treating you right now, paying for a fucking course for nothing during fucking quarantine? You schmucks. Invest in what I just told you to invest in. If you can get fucking land too, that'd be phenomenal. But that's what I'm saying. Here's the thing though. My group of men, the WarTribe, because what have we been focusing on during this time frame? How to thrive and survive and thrive, how to become men, because the end state is this, what I continue to talk about. What's the end state? What are we trying to do? Well, we're trying to create a fucking society of men that live by the red pill tenets, right? And especially my little philosophy that I talk about with building yourself into the best version of yourself through the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, and relational. We need to figure out and get a space where we can get men going on with this. It's what I like to call an academy. That's what I'd like to call it. But some people call it the compound. Some people call it a commune. I call it the academy. It's kind of like what Plato, Epicurus. I don't believe Socrates did one. No, Aristotle and Plato did that shit, and Epicurus back in the day. I'm denying what's going on. Daniel Tapia, how you doing? Young Lions Perspective, good to see you. Starting my shoulder workout with Corey Capella. Hell yeah, good stuff. Get them shoulders. I pinched a little nerve in my neck yesterday, 2 days ago rather. I haven't gone to jiu-jitsu in the last 2 days. I've been going about 5 days a week. This is another big thing that I want you guys to start to focus on. There's not a lot of men out there, and this is something that the group is talking about. The WarTribe, one of the biggest focuses that I'm pushing on these guys is learning and training fighting right now, getting involved in this shit. A lot of you guys are scared. A lot of you guys have never been in a fight. A lot of you guys sit there and think that you're going to rise to the occasion when it comes to it. I myself do the same thing. It's got to be trained. If you can't get into a gym right now because your local government, your governor, or whatever the fuck's going on is a fucking faggot cuck, go on Craigslist and hire someone to hit pads with. Go on Craigslist and see if there's someone out there that will train you personally. But you need to start training. You have to start training. You have to toughen the fuck up. I'm not kidding. You have to toughen the fuck up. And that's why I say join the War Tribe. You're going to have the accountability placed on you there. I don't know. I'm the 9. It's when you signed up. Oh, man. So those are some major things that you guys need to focus on right now. Pandemic. I love it. If you don't know, actually, I'll put that fucking poster or banner down there. Join the War Tribe. Last time I had 35 people viewing live, and I said, all y'all need to join the War Tribe. Only one person did. I said, you guys want to see me on here more often? Join the War Tribe. One person did. That's why you don't see me on here that much. You guys got to start reciprocating. I hate to fucking come on here and say it, but I have 1,500 fucking subscribers. One person joins the War Tribe. One person is the only thing to. One person's the only person that wants to see the future that I talk about come into fruition. Fucking $20, $25 a month. Come on, being weak. That's what it comes down to. Most of you guys want to sit here and you want to jerk off to what I have to say or what all these other fucking red pill guys have to say, and you don't want to take action. That's fucking sad. So when shit happens, when shit fucking goes down, I mean, I hate it for you. I hate that that's how it's going to have to be for you, that you're going to have to learn the hard way. But guess what? You're going to have to learn the hard way. Anyway, I really don't want to be on here too long. I am hungry, very hungry. So I need to go eat. But I felt the motivation to come and talk about Corey Capella's the only channel that didn't ban me after speaking about John MLD. I love it. Why would I ban you? I'm stuck in Iraq. LOL. They opened the gyms here. Yeah, good for you. That's awesome. All right, let's talk about this hoe real quick. First and foremost, you guys all saw Tommy's rant, I hope. If not, let's play it. I got the condensed version because I can really only listen to this bitch talk for like a short amount of time. I never really truly liked her, period. She's hot. Don't get me wrong. I would definitely stick my pee-pee in her. But she would be wearing all sorts of fucking gags. And I'd tie her up like crazy. All right, here we go. Here that is. And let's hope that the audio carries over.
Consider myself a teacher, a helper, someone who could possibly inspire people to be better. So,
all right, let's stop that right there. She considers herself a teacher, someone who inspires, all this other stuff. Bitch, you're like 25 years old, first and foremost. The way that you got to where you're at is by dyeing your hair fucking bleach blonde and putting on fucking makeup and maintaining your youth and beauty. And then all you did was just realize at this point in time that being conservative was the new avant-garde, the new kind of fetch thing to do, right? I love to use that term. Good old Gretchen Wieners from Mean Girls, right? She saw an opening, kind of like Candace Owens, right? Candace Owens did the same exact thing. She's like, oh, my fucking biological clock is ticking. I can become popular by taking on these types of ideas and getting in front of the camera and selling myself to this conservative group of people who are desperate to have a voice to pedestalize. But if this chick was ugly, you would never fucking see her. And I'm sure she sucked and fucked her way to the top as well, using her little fucking pussy in that little fucking mouth of hers to get wherever she wanted to, just by looking cute and flirting with the fucking camera and all this other stuff. You don't really inspire much of anything. You're not really a teacher. No one's like, I don't know if you guys have ever, so I was in the military, right? And whenever I had a female leader, there was always this kind of like air about the whole entire situation where it's just like, oh, isn't this cute? And everyone feels it and everyone senses it. It's just like, we're kind of just letting you do this to kind of play the game, because this is kind of cute, right? Like, it's cute that you're up there trying to motivate people and inspire people. But the fact of the matter is, and the reality of the matter is, and for those of you guys out there that are actually truly conservative and Christian and all this other stuff, you should understand and realize this. No man wants to be lectured to by a woman. No man does, ever. And there's a reason why in the Bible, and there's a reason why, and I don't believe it's just the Bible. This is just the way things were from the way that were naturally created, natural law. No man wants to be led by a woman. For the most part, it's cute to have girls on that look cute and sexy reporting the news, because that way there it's like, oh, at least I'm going to fucking look at some cute titties and digest it in a way. But what she's doing right now is she's coming on here and she's acting as though she's a teacher and she's about to teach men and instruct men on how to be men. It's already fucking cringe. It's like, first off, the fact that you have this mindset about yourself that you are worthy enough to have that kind of standpoint, you're already fucked. You're already fucked. So we're going to get into this. Let's continue to listen to this drivel.
So with that being said, this is a PSA for all the men out there and all the boys.
Notice, and this is another thing that I want you to take notice of, and I'm going to keep stopping and playing it because, like I said, I can really only tolerate listening to her voice and her fucking attitude for so long. But notice how she says men there. Did you guys hear how she said men? She's like, all the men out there. What's recently had to have happened to this little cunt for her to have that type of tone about men is she had to have recently gotten steamrolled by a dude. Something had to have happened, right? She was probably chasing after some high value dude that she thought that she was going to fucking bankroll on. And knowing full well that this fucking chick is just an annoying little cunt that he wanted to tap. And he had no intentions of getting into a relationship with her. He probably just fucking busted and ghosted, right? He probably just skeeted and retreated, baby. He's like, I am getting out of this fucking war zone as fast as fucking possible. And it's fucking so easy to see just from how fucking bitter she is. She's trying so hard. You can see it. She's trying so hard to blame it on her friends, like how her and her friends have just kind of like gotten together. And she's so sad. Like, she's going to get into this. She's so sad that her friends are just so high value and none of them can really find men. No, the reality is this girl is just a fucking egotistical bitch. And she got fucking played. She got played hard. She got her hopes all up that she was going to replace her fucking fiance, right? That she probably broke up with. Speaking of, that dude was a fucking beta. And that's what we'll get into on this one as well. But you could tell by the way she's saying men. She is jaded because there is some dude who fucking plowed her and just fucking left her out to fucking dry like the fucking feminist she is, because that's another thing we're going to have to fucking talk about. Fucking ratchet ass hoe. That's what this chick is. And I got proof too. I got proof she's a ratchet ass hoe. I'll tell you all about that here in a second.
Who think they're men, but they're actually boys. This is going to be the summer of canceling boys. All of my friends are attractive. All of my friends are successful. All of my friends have something going on. Almost every single one of them have an issue with men.
Why? Why do all of your friends who are successful, have a lot of stuff going on, who hold themselves up in this high regard as being high value women, why do they have issues with men, Tommy? And she's about to say, oh, well, I've come to the conclusion that it's not us, it's men. And then she goes into talking about, and we'll hear it here in a second, but then she goes into talking about how all these men that are older want to go after these 21-year-old girls that have nothing to offer. It's like she's openly admitting she knows that she fucked up. Why? Because how old is this bitch anyway? Does anybody know? Type it in the chat. Let's fucking Google this. Easy. Come on. 27 years old, born in 1992 from South Dakota. Tomi Ray. That's her real name to you guys, by the way. Tomi Ray. Oh, she's a skank. Any girl that has a fucking double name like that, born in fucking trailer park, fucking whatever, she has been run through, baby. I'm telling you. Her middle name's Augustus. It should be fucking Amber. I could read Amber all over her. 27. She's borderline or bipolar. No real man likes moaning chicks. She is, even if she is above average. Yeah, absolutely. Conservative feminism rarely gets addressed. Oh, we're going into it. Don't worry about it. But here's the deal. Let's go back. I need to bring those talking points back up.
All of my friends
have
something going on. Almost every single one of them have an issue with men. They're all
Let's go back a little bit further.
Attractive. It's going to be the summer of canceling boys.
Okay, cancel boys, bitch.
Attractive. All of my friends are successful. All of my friends have something going on. Almost every single one of them have an issue with men.
Women who have something going on are the most annoying bitches in the world because they consider their time to be of the highest value now, rather than them being submissive and supportive and subservient. They instead think that you owe them something because they're busy and they're chasing after their dreams, and that subsequently makes it so that you have to fit into their time frame, so that you have to be the one that's submissive and subservient and believe in this fucking egalitarian bullshit. Because I'll be honest with you, this is what it comes down to, and this is why I tell men not to date single moms as well, because guess what? She's going to have the same fucking arrogant belief system about herself and her value as this bitch right here and her stupid fucking friends. What happens whenever I start talking to a single mom? I test her right off the bat. Compliance test. Is she willing to drop whatever the fuck she's doing right now and come over and fuck me? That's the only way I will get involved with a single mom, is if she can demonstrate that she's willing to fuck right then and there. Understanding she's coming from a place where I am high value, she's low value because she has all this baggage, and the first thing she has to offer to me is her submission and then sex. Is she able to open up her schedule for me when I desire it? And that's what's wrong with girls like Tomi right now and her friends and all these other fucking young little Barbies that think that they're important. Is you think you're important, but us men, again, in the beginning, we're like, oh, that's cute. That's cute. Just like I talked about with any other woman that wants to sit here and try to be a leader of men. We're like, oh, that's cute. Until you start trying to act like you actually fucking deserve respect. And then we're like, yeah, fuck it. I don't want to hear it anymore. Off, mute, turn that shit off. And that's what I do. I next hose just because of that shit. It's like she needs to realize that what she is doing is the wrong strategy when it comes to men. And this is what's wrong. Going back to what everyone else was talking about in here in the chat, is what's wrong with these conservative women is they don't really actually believe in conservative traditional values or being a conservative traditional woman who is open and receptive to a man's leadership and guidance in the way that he is going to drive the boat. No, these modern women want to just spew out conservative talking points, all while still being a modern woman and being steeped and believe in feminist values. Tomi would have been smart to use her platform to gain and garner a higher value man and then just shut the fuck up and let him be in charge. To fucking take his goddamn seed and have fucking kids early on to demonstrate her subservience to him, his value to him. But instead, what did she do? She rode the CC. Like a feminist does. She rides the CC. She has her fucking pair bonding mechanisms completely fucking destroyed. And then she ends up fucking having this bad image of what men are because no one wants to commit to her. Because guess what? All these guys came in there thinking it was going to be way harder to sleep with this girl. And then they end up sleeping with her the fucking first night. They find out how many other fucking partners she's ended up having once they get in the same circles. And they're like, oh, I am not going to fucking marry this bitch. She's giving it up to fucking half the conservative population over here, pretending like she's this fucking girl. And that's what I said. If you read the description, guys, of this video, Tomi is a poster child. She is just an identity. She does not actually practice the values by which she is supposed to be representing. She spews out conservative talking points and looks like this fucking perfect model of conservatism, but all of her actions go completely contrary to what the conservative mindset really is. Matt W. says, conservathought. Exactly. That's all she is. She's given into the whole mindset and belief that feminism gives to women, that you can go and do all of these things that destroy your value and suffer zero of the consequences for doing so. That is not conservatism. And I fucking, like, listen, hear me out. I keep saying conservatism. The only reason why I'm saying this stuff is because that's what she's presenting herself as. I believe in conservative traditional values to a certain aspect. I would not consider myself to be a conservative, though. I don't identify as a conservative. I believe in certain parts of the values that need to be brought back. But I'm not going to identify as a conservative because just like this fucking idiot, the quote unquote image of conservatism has gotten fucking completely skewed and torn apart. It's just like what I talked about earlier, like with Christianity. All these fucking dudes out here who want to sit here and claim they're a fucking Christian, but will let some fucking woman stand up at the pulpit of their fucking church or of their mass or whatever and start spewing their fucking word of God to them. It's like you've lost. If you're really truly a conservative, if you're really truly a Christian, you would have fucking put the kibosh on that really fucking quickly. Conservatism is not about words or fucking identifying with something. It's about actions. And the problem is most of these men, believe it or not, are just fucking cucks. She's a cuck. These men are cucks. Everyone wants to identify with something, but they don't want to fucking take the action to actually live it. It's like I had a guy that posted up a comment on one of my I had a guy that posted up a comment recently on one of my videos. And he's like, I don't like the fact that I like everything you have to say, but I don't like the fact that you wear these tank tops that show off all your fucking tattoos and stuff and your muscles. It's like you're trying to be a badass. Well, first and foremost, motherfucker, I am a badass. Like straight up. I am a badass. And the reason why I say I'm a badass is not because I have a fucking jacked up truck and a fucking pit bull and I shoot guns all the fucking time and I fucking put skull in my mouth and I swallow it and all that other shit and I drink fucking Fireball. No, I'm a badass because every single step of what I've ever done in life, whenever I said I was going to do it, I've done it and I've excelled at it. That's why I'm a badass. I'm a badass because I put fucking discipline and structure ahead of living a fucking life of just endless fucking chasing after the next instant gratification. I'm a badass because I can sit here on a fucking platform now that heavily censors white males and men in general and preach about fucking masculinity and call fucking dumb slags like this bitch and other fucking faggots in the fucking industry. I can just sit here and openly say this stuff. That's why I'm a badass. So if you want to sit here and get mad at me for wearing a tank top and showing off my fucking tattoos, like get fucked. You're part of the problem. You're part of the fact you're part of this whole fucking world that just wants to identify with characteristics rather than fucking character. Why is it easy to identify with characteristics? Because it's fucking easy. It's easy. That's all this bitch is. She's just a fucking caricature of what people want to look at and listen to. But then you peel back the surface layer as to her belief systems and her values and her actions. And you'll see a fucking feminist is sitting here fucking espousing quote unquote conservative beliefs to you. Meanwhile, she got fired from The Blaze because she went on The View and openly fucking accepted abortion. Now, don't get me wrong. I love abortion. I think more people need to be fucking aborted. Just like I think more people need to be fucking removed from this planet because they suck and they're fucking idiots and they're destroying the shit. But if you are a fucking conservative and you've played yourself off as being this fucking far right wing conservative that's trying to move the nation in the direction of these conservative values, and then the second you get in front of these fucking clucking hens, you're like, oh, well, I believe in fucking women's rights and that a woman should do with her body what she sees fit. Wow. You are a fucking cuckservative. That's what you are. You just said the talking points in order to get a fucking nice contract, get paid, get the attention that you so desire, and have a plethora of fucking men batting at your fucking door to say, oh, I'd like to put my fucking little cuck seed inside of you. Meanwhile, she's probably getting railed out by tons of fucking black pipe as well. And these guys are sitting over here lapping at her fucking little pussy lips. I guarantee she's the type of woman that fucking expects a man to go down on her. Never would not do that shit. Ever. Now, let me tell you guys something. The reason why I'm giving her such a hard time, and I'm only fucking 30 seconds into this goddamn clip too. It was originally a 15-minute fucking PSA this hoe fucking post on her goddamn Facebook. By the way, who uses fucking Facebook anymore? And whoever did this cut it down to 3 minutes and 52 seconds. That's how many fucking things she actually really had to say. Now, I'm looking at the chat. You guys are fucking going crazy right now. Fuck, where was I? Oh yeah, I have it on good authority. I actually have a friend. Who used to fuck Tommy. He's a Navy SEAL. And he stole her from another fucking, I believe, some other fucking, either he was police or first responder or something. I don't remember the whole story. But either way, he wrecked it like first or second night. She was just a typical fucking bar hoe. She was using her fucking fame or whatever when she was climbing the ranks to sleep with the most alpha fucking chads possible. Really, where her conservative values come in is having sex with Navy SEALs and dudes like me that are fucking jacked and tan and tatted and serve in the fucking military or are a first responder. That's what she's looking for. That's what she was looking for. And that's where she's getting her fucking heart broken too as well, is that these dudes automatically recognize this chick is a hoe. She's been passed around by the fucking team guys. She's got, like, I swear to God, take a blacklight to her. You could probably fucking see her from the International Space Station. That's how much this chick is fucking glowing in goddamn Chad semen, right? So fuck this bitch. Fuck the fact that she is a conservative. She spread her legs for every single fucking jock and Navy SEAL and probably Marine out there. So this bitch isn't a conservative. She's been used up. No one wants to fucking date her. And now she has this goddamn attitude. Let's listen to this fucking attitude.
They're all successful. They're all intelligent. They're all good people. But if all of these women, including myself, are having issues, then I have to think it might not be us. It might be you. It is not just the guys in Los Angeles, Nashville, Dallas, and they're not any better in the Midwest. Quite frankly, I think they're trash all over this country.
Now listen to this next part too, because this is what she just talks about. She lists off a whole bunch of fucking cities. Now, I live in San Diego. I have to tell you guys something. When you live in a city, it's more advantageous / it's actually part of our sexual strategy to sleep with as many people as possible. That's kind of like what cities are, is you have so much access to so many different people that people believe that what you should be doing is going around and sampling the fucking big platter. And then finally, maybe one day you find the fucking right one. And then you're like, oh, yay, perfect, right? That's kind of the sexual strategy of people when they're in the city. That's what metropolitan / cosmopolitan areas are kind of known for, if you really look at the sexual strategy of what's behind creating them. So this girl, like I said, and as I've already told you, and what do you find in cosmopolitan / metropolitan areas? Yeah, exactly. She named all the fuckboy cities. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What do you find there? You find fucking military guys. You find first responders going to bars. You find all the fucking Chads. You find all the fucking Abercrombie models and the fucking Calvin Klein models. You find all these fucking fuckboys, right? Hey, like, all right, I'll take the title for today. That's what you find. You find pickup artists. Not to mention you find fucking drugs and drug dealers and fucking bad boys. And you find fucking dudes that ride Harleys and have fucking tattoos on their necks and shit like that, right? And you fuck them all. You fuck them all because you're like, hey, fuck it. Why not? There's not going to be any, what's it called? Everyone's going fucking crazy on John and my fucking, what's it called? Yes, he's a fucking snake oil salesman. He's a douche. He's a fat retard who thinks he could fucking wear Versace and Gucci and make himself fucking be important. All right, let's move on. Really, no firefighters who fuck this chick? I'm sure there are tons. And this is what I'm hoping for. My boy alone, like I said, Navy SEAL, fucked this chick first or second date. He knew of other guys that had already fucking torn through it. And I think he only got like 1 or 2 fucking stabs at it before she moved on to someone else. It's just it's a character type. That's who she is. So now she's 27 years old. She's been on the CC. She thought that she being this fucking talking point that people actually cared about what she had to say and all this other stuff, that she was actually a fucking teacher and an influencer. It's like, no. The only thing people wanted was to get into that fucking nice little fucking conservative fucking meat pie, thinking that they were going to be one of the few that got into it. And then they were going to lock you down. Because that's the other fucking ploy that's going on with a lot of these conservative feminists that are switching over to the conservative side. It's like a lot of these hoes think it's like being a born again virgin, that they can just kind of like cover up their past. Oh, because I'm conservative, I've now accepted Jesus Christ and I'm a born again virgin. And now I have this whole new pool of men that are going to be willing and accepting of who I am because I have these beliefs. And it's time for me to settle down and have kids and all this other shit. Knocking on Candace Owens' door here, to be honest with you. That's exactly what she did. She converted over to conservatism because she knew those eggs were fucking getting dried up. And she could fucking get in on a platform and become popular. Now, do I like listening to Candace Owens over Tomi? Absolutely. Candace is actually she's actually a pretty smart woman. Do I care about listening to her too much? Not so much. If she came on here and started talking to men the way that Tomi did, I would fucking throw her under the bus in a second. But I think that Candace is smarter because I think that most people know that that's what her strategy was, right? So she plays conservative to the nth degree. And I truly, honestly do believe that Candace truly hates feminists. Tomi, on the other hand, the spoiled little fucking white Barbie girl, feminism is like the fucking ideology / religion of the white girl, right? Just the uber fucking no consequences type thing, because we got to talk about it. White women are at the top of the social hierarchy, when it comes to sexual and relational market value. So they love the fact that no one will hold consequences over them because everybody wants to get inside their meat pie, right? Everyone wants to fucking plant their fucking seed inside and have her fucking poop out their babies. But not going to happen with this one. Now, Tomi would be smart to lower her voice and lower her posture and become more submissive, especially as she starts approaching her fucking older age. But she's not going to. She's going to double down on retard. That's what I call this stuff. She's going to double down on retard, and she's going to sit there and say, it's not girls' faults, it's men's faults. And it's like, no, bitch. You have done zero self-reflection on any of the shit you've ever done. You've gone through, someone posted some shit up about what she used to post when she was 21 on Twitter, about how it was constantly like drinking and partying and fucking. Tomi has 3 broken off engagements. Holy fuck. I could have told you that shit for sure. Because what does she do? Let's ask that question. What does she do? Tomi is the typical feminist. What she's going to do is she's going to find the guy that meets all the characteristics of what she thinks is alpha on the outside, but is truly beta on the inside. And we're going to talk about it because this is what she's going to fucking tell men to do. So then she gets engaged to this guy where it's like, oh, he meets all the criteria on paper, 6 foot, abs, 6-pack, 6 inches in the pants, maybe, right? 6 figures, and looks like and kind of wears this cuckservative type of image like what we're promoting. But the reality is he's a beta cuck. So what ends up happening is she ends up spending time with this guy, and sure, they have in common the fact that they're fake conservatives and they're living this fucking lie of image. But then she ends up not respecting this dude because she is thrusting. She is thrusting for that Navy SEAL cock again, that fucking Tyrone dick, right? She's thrusting and desiring some dude to fucking pump her and dump her. I mean, that's essentially what it comes down to. So she calls off the engagement because the guy is not bossing her around like she wants to be.
Anyway, this is how invested I am in this because I've been thinking about this for about 2 weeks solid now.
Yeah, because you got your ass dumped, you fucking thought.
Single. That means single. That is the first question, believe it or not, that needs to be asked. And ladies, you should be asking it because in 2020, it's not a given anymore.
Gentlemen, this woman's going to sit here and ask if you're single. First and foremost, in order to fucking bed down a woman like this, you can never be single. In order to keep a woman like this, because she is high value, let's be honest. She's hot. Some guys in here are saying she's a 6. I mean, her value now to me would be a 6, so I wouldn't be like sweating this bitch too much. But in order to keep a woman with this type of fucking chip on her shoulder as well, you can never be single. As a matter of fact, you have to have a rotation, and she has to fit into it. The next big thing that you're going to have is you're going to have a lot of money and influence in order to fucking wrangle this bitch into a situation where you're not single. But never be single, ever. The second you're actually single and dedicated and committed to a woman is the second she doesn't feel the need to compete or prove herself or work for you. So never be single. Don't listen to her fucking advice. Take the opposite. She's just angry because like I said, the reason why she's saying single is because this bitch just got fucking torn apart. Notice she said, I've been thinking about this for 2 weeks. Yeah, because some dude fucked you over hard. You thought you were getting a piece of fucking probably some big time producer dick. Didn't know that he had baby mama in the fucking Bahamas or some shit that he's fucking paying for and all this other stuff.
The guy that's actively pursuing you is actually single. Women do not want a pen pal. We don't want a texting pal. We quite frankly don't care if you text us all day or if you don't text us at all. If you're not going to make a plan to actually see us in person.
I'll get down on this one. Women don't want a pen pal. If you're being a pen pal and you're asking her how her fucking day is and all this other shit, that's annoying beta shit. The only time I'm really texting the girl is to set up plans. And when I'm setting up plans, I'm not asking her, hey, does this sound okay? Do you want to do this? This is what we're fucking doing. Right? So she's kind of right there. And it's to meet up. And the reason why she's saying this too, though, is because she's used to this. She's used to getting fucking controlled into this type of stuff and meeting up for the D. That's the other thing. And this is where she's insane. Like, this is where she's also insanely disingenuous. Because women that have a lot of stuff going on, they only allow their schedule to open up for an alpha to come in and be like, hey, girl, let's fuck. And of course, I'm not saying that via text, especially if it's our first time. I'm like, hey, let's meet up. And she'll be like, what are the plans? And for me, it's like, you're coming over here, right? Or for her, obviously, because she's a fucking alcoholic, hey, let's meet up at 8:30 and let's get some drinks. We'll get one fucking drink. And then it's off to my fucking place within 45 minutes. And I'm going to dick her down. And then I'm going to say, I got to get up early in the morning. And then that's that. And she loves it. She'll love it. I'm telling you, this type of woman loves this type of stuff. Let's see what else she has to say.
Not interested. Make a plan. I know it's not rocket science, but men of...
Don't make a plan. Don't make a plan. As a matter of fact, pretend as though you have a plan made up and just let her know that you're going to tell her the details a couple hours in advance. Give her the illusion that there's a plan, that you've put hard work and effort into trying to woo her, but don't tell her. I do this all the time, and it works out really well. Women just want to feel emotions. They want to be put on the roller coaster and feel things, extreme things. Things like arousal and attraction. And they want the little tingles down in their little clitoral region to a man that is not being subservient to them. That's what gets them going. So pretend as though you have a plan. And what's the plan? What did I just tell you guys? Hey, let's meet up. This is what I text the same day. If we're supposed to meet up and I'm going to say 8:30, I probably would have texted them the day before and said, let's meet tomorrow at 8:30. Sound good? Yeah. What are we doing? I'll text you tomorrow and let you know the plan. Then I'll text them around noon or 2 or something like that. And I'll say something along the lines of, tonight's going to be super fun. Make sure you dress cute. Smiley face. Something along those lines. What's that going to lead to? She's been stewing on this all night. Oh my God, he hasn't told me the plan yet. He hasn't told me the plan. I know he's been planning though, because he texted me yesterday and he said that we're going to meet up at 8:30. So there's a plan. Oh my God, he just texted me at 2:00 and it's 2:00 right now. And we're 6 hours away from the date and he hasn't told me the plan. What's the plan? What's the plan? Oh my God, why isn't he telling me the plan? Oh my God, is this guy a serial killer? Oh my God, is he going to rape me? Oh my God, that's so hot. Oh, I need to ask him. I need to put my foot down right now, but I'm going to play it cool. So I'm going to wait a half hour. And then they text at 2:30. So what's the plan? Fell right into my fucking trap. And I'm going to text them at fucking 5, something around that time frame. I'm going to let them stew on the fact that I'm not just in like needing to respond to her right now to tell her the plan, hoping that she just doesn't let me go. I already know I got her on the hook. I already know. So at 5:30, I'm going to say, meet me here at 8:30. And I send the address. Right? Sometimes I even go a little bit longer. And then depending on the girl and who she is and what the value is to me, sometimes I don't even, actually most of the time, guys, the last fucking 3-4 months, thank you quarantine, actually before that, 2 months before that, I've been just going straight text to sex. I've barely gone on any fucking dates. I'll wait all the way up until like 6:00 and then I'll send my address. And then they'll be like, wait, where is this? I'll be like, it's the spot. It's the best spot in town. Is this your place? Yes. Okay. See you at 8. I'll say yes. And then I'll say, see you at 8:30. See you at 7:30. Okay. Fucking perfect. Girls like this love that shit. But I had a plan. My plan wasn't the plan that they were thinking of, but I had a plan the entire time. And I put my plan to work perfectly. So try it. Trust me. It works well, especially on girls like this.
2020, it seems like it's pretty difficult for you to figure out. And I'm not a feminist, so please don't take this as a feminist rant. I love men.
You are a feminist. The reason why you had to give that caveat that you're not a feminist is because you are a feminist. You're doing exactly what feminists do. You're lecturing men on how to be more of a fucking soy boy gentleman that you're never really going to sleep with and you're never really going to commit to. You're shooting yourself in the foot. You're shooting men's sexual value in the foot. You're fucking everything up. You're best to just shut the fuck up and look pretty. And take fucking loads, have kids, promote to other younger women earlier in life to remain virgins, find the highest value man possible as being a virgin, fucking take their fucking load, have kids early on, and just be a good fucking wife. And then like I talk about, because I'm going to trade in models like fucking crazy. Hey, at 35, when the fucking kids are out of the house or they're fucking whatever, let's separate. You want to go be a fucking news anchor or whatever the fuck you think you want to be, or goddamn masseuse, go ahead and do it. I don't care. Dedicate the rest of your life to that shit. You're used up. You're past, you're used goods, in my opinion. We had a great time. Go be your individual self. Go take as many loads as possible, but you fucking at least raised good kids and you committed to a fucking high value man and you spread good genetics. That's what women should be and need to be in the future. Plain and simple.
If you want to date a girl that has nothing going on, then that's fine.
Yes, I do. Why? because I want her to be open and available to when I want to have sex. I want her to be moldable to the direction I want to take the family and the direction I have my goal set, right? I'm not saying she needs to be a fucking dummy, right? That just sits there and is like, like and chews gum and fucking all this other stuff. She needs to understand that the smartest thing she can do is to be open and available to support the direction that we're going to go, whether it be through cooking and cleaning, whether it be through raising the kids, whether it be available, right? Available when I want, and just keeping her goddamn mouth shut. Keeping her fucking mouth shut. Just doing what you got to do. That's what I'm looking for. That's what most men are looking for, to be honest with you. Oh, Corey, I like a girl that challenges me. You're a bitch. If you're a man saying I like a girl that challenges me, you're a bitch. What it tells me is you don't have good guy friends. What it tells me is you're still committed and have this belief system that a woman is the one. She's going to complete you. And with that said, you're leaving yourself completely open and vulnerable to being destroyed by that woman. Because the second she gets to know you, she gets familiar with you, she's going to lose attraction to you, and she's going to figure out a way to destroy you. You never want a girl to be your friend. You never want to give her all the pieces of the fucking pie. You want her to just sit in her fucking role, and that's it.
Please do not mix in people like me and my friends who have something going on. Quite frankly, we take it as an insult if we find out that you are also talking to 5 Thotianas who have nothing going on. So value that.
You should take it as an insult, because guess what? Those Thotianas will probably get a lot more resources, time, and energy out of that guy that you're pursuing, and possibly a relationship, than you are. You should take it as an insult. See, this is the problem, and this is what feminism instills in the women. These women believe that they are due respect, as though the equity that they've put into life and reality of becoming this person automatically lives as a walking, talking resume for every man they come across to just automatically respect them without having the personality, the personal accountability, or even the fucking effort to put into a relationship. She thinks that people just need to respect her right off the bat and give her everything because she is this status symbol within society. And this is what happens as well. When you give things to people when they don't deserve it, they become entitled. They think that everything should be handed to them. And that is the trap that this bitch is in right now as well. She has zero relationship equity, but she believes the equity she's gained through some type of status within society therefore carries over to a relationship. And it doesn't. It doesn't. They're not the same things. It's like you being a professional football player, getting fired, and then now going and trying to become a plumber. And first day on the job, you're like, oh, hey, yeah, why don't you go ahead and do that? And then pay me the same price. And pay me the same price as me being a football player, right? Oh, why? Oh, I'm offended. I'm insulted. I'm insulted that you're not going to do the job for me and you're not going to pay me the same price. What's going on here? Don't you know who I am? It's like, well, your skills of being a football player and your status do not carry over into this job field, right? It doesn't carry over. You can't come in here demanding the same shit and not bring any of fucking skills necessary for this job, thinking that you just deserve the job and that you should be fucking held up on this pedestal. No. It's like, I talk about it. Relationships are the hardest fucking thing in the world. Hardest fucking thing in the world. And if you can't lower your goddamn ego down enough to actually get involved with someone and have a relationship where you have to actually be subservient and sacrifice, I believe women need to sacrifice more than men do, then you're not going to have the relationship you're looking for. You should just go full fucking Sex in the City type of woman and just realize that you're going to be a fucking harlot. You're going to be a spinstress, right? That's going to be you. Give up on relationships. And then also give up on trying to tell men how relationships should be then, if that's the case.
Value. There's a lot of women out there that I know that are my good friends who have amazing jobs, who work really hard, but who can't seem to find a decent guy, even if they go up in age 5 to 10 to 15 years, because those guys all want to be with 21-year-olds who have nothing going on. Now, I love a good Instagram story. Y'all know I do. I love a good boomerang. I love a good whatever. But if that's all you do, men, if that's all she does, probably Houston, we have a problem. Once I'm turned off, I am turned off. And I don't care anymore.
Yes, because you're an entitled snob. That's why.
Don't be butthurt. You did it.
And if she's turned off, guys, and this is one thing that I do with women is I push their buttons. I really do. I push their buttons quite a bit to see if they're going to react the way that she does. Because if she's the type of woman that is going to be quote unquote turned off and then she's off, you never want to deal with someone like this. Never. Because this is the type of woman as well that's going to be in a relationship with you and she's going to get mad about something. It's going to be stupid and silly. She's going to cause a fight. And then you're going to have to be the one to come back to her, begging her for her attention back. And then also coming back and supplicating and doing all this other shit. It's like, I will not be with a woman like that. I will not be with a woman like that. I will not be with a woman that starts fights. I will not be with a woman that turns off. Right? No, I don't want that. I don't want that. So I test them. If you're going to be that emotionally manipulative with stuff, I don't want you. I'll cut you. Plain and simple. I'll turn off. I'll turn off. Bye. Fucking stupid bitch.
To yourself. Okay? And it's no longer my problem. Now it's become a personal problem of yours. I do have high standards.
Not really. Moving on would be the best things ever.
You don't really have to be Brad Pitt. You don't have to be famous. You don't even really have to make a lot of money or have a really fantastic job.
Guys, how many of you out there think that Tomi Lahren right now would date you? She just sat there and said, oh, you don't really need to be that good looking. You don't even really need to have that good of a job or make that much money. What else did she say? Whatever. It's all drivel. It's all drivel. She's just saying this stuff right now to virtue signal. You know, 100% she's looking for the top 1% of earners in this fucking country who also are the top 1%-ish in genetics. Her standards are insanely high. Didn't she just get done saying she has high standards? But now she's going to sit here and try to sell you that she doesn't need to have those things. It's a catch-22. She's saying two different things as well. She has high standards for her relationships, but she may not have the highest standards for the guys she just fucks. That's what she's saying right now. She'll fuck the tatted up jacked plumber dude that gives her tingles in her fucking panties and feel like she's contributing to society with giving out her pussy, but she's not going to commit to that guy. And then she's going to try to find commitment from these high earners that are going to be egalitarian in nature towards her. And the problem is these high earners, the majority of them, barring fucking Bill Gates and a few other fucking betas that are at the top, most of these guys are the types of people like Donald Trump that are going to fucking cut you for having some type of fucking attitude where you're going to cause more issues and cause more friction in my life than what is necessary. I'm the same way. I'm trying to win in reality. So when I come home to my place and when I have my relationships outside of the fucking work, the working field, I'm not going to be wanting to fucking come home and have to put the armor on still. I want someone there that's going to be like, how was your day? How are things? Here's your dinner. Kick your feet up, rub my damn feet, and then suck my dick. Take the load and then say, I fucking love you. And then go away. Right? Like, I'm being fucking facetious here, but that's essentially what I'm looking for. Plain and simple. You can sit down and have a little bit of a conversation about some other stuff and all that crap, but she's so mixed. She has no clue. She has no clue about any of this stuff.
You just have to be determined. You have to be in some way successful in that you want to attain some certain kind of success for yourself.
Sure.
You're driven.
Yeah.
You have goals. You can handle a woman with standards. That's not going to turn you off.
Yeah, it's going to turn men off.
The effort to be with somebody like myself or my friends. We deserve that.
No, you don't.
We will not compromise our standards.
We will not compromise our standards. Well, guess what, Tomi? You're getting older. You've been run through. Your climb to the top and now your current descent down in not just value, but in your actual social status. you're going downhill. You're going downhill fast. And guess what? This is what happens when these feminists fucking double down on retard. She wants to continue to fight and climb and think that she's going to continue climbing. But the fact of the matter is, you're in a downhill slide. And unlike men who can actually build themselves out of the stuff, you're fighting your fucking genetic destiny. The wall approacheth. And you're about to go splat. You have to lower your standards. You have to. You have to become more pleasant. Your voice alone is something that is really unattractive. That kind of high-pitched nasally, I'm on the tack, I'm on the go constantly. You need to lower your disposition. You need to become sweeter. You need to become more feminine. You need to become more subservient. You need to become more pleasant. Smile more. Bat your eyes more. Flirt more. This whole attacking kind of mindset that you have is not going to work well. It's not going to bode well for any type of man who sees your sexual market value greatly declining. Greatly declining. And the fact that you have the ego right now to believe that you could come on air and start teaching men how to be men, it's laughable. It's laughable. This is a problem, though. I'm not going to finish this. I'm kind of done looking at her. And like I said, I really only wanted this to be a half hour, but I was on a roll, so fuck it. This is what it comes down to, man. Honestly, this is going to sound fucking crazy, but I don't give a shit. We need to stop giving platforms to women. We need to stop listening to women in general. People need to go hard on shit like this. Because when we give women these platforms, especially when they start off in their fucking teens and 20s and they're cute and bubbly, there's only one thing that you're really thinking about. It's like, I want to have sex with her. Maybe I could somehow, some way have access to her pussy and her genetics. Nothing that comes out of their mouth really does any value to society. The biggest question that I ask now when it comes to women operating in these fields, I ask the question, is it necessary? Is it necessary? So when it comes to women in politics, when it comes to women in the military, when it comes to women being fighter pilots or firefighters, police officers, any type of role within society that plays into politics, being a pundit of any sort, is it necessary? I don't know one case or one instance where the answer could be yes. The biggest thing we have to understand is that women will always infiltrate a system and they will start to espouse new rules for them under the guise that it's going to be better for society. And as we've seen now, after 70 years of feminist ideology being infiltrated into our school systems, into our medical systems, into our financial systems, and so forth, and our media, it has completely destroyed the country. Completely. It has completely destroyed men. It has completely destroyed the equilibrium of our reality, which ushers in happiness for both genders and for our generations to come. Women need to be knocked off of this pedestal. They need to be told to get back into their place. And the only way that it's going to happen is by us men getting together and living by this code that women should not and cannot be in those positions of authority any longer in society. I hope you understand that. The thing is, whenever we do allow women into those positions, it is not earned. We do it because we think it's cute. The worst part is it's not necessary. Right now, we're facing a system that is broken, and we're just throwing more and more of retardation at it. It's like we need to fix. We need to fix it. And this is the solution. So no more listening to fucking cum guzzlers like this. No more listening to just women in general. It sounds crude. Because there are some women out there. There are very, very, very few women out there that can and should have a voice. But at this moment in time, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. And I don't really foresee a future where it's ever really going to be necessary again. So with that said, gentlemen, if you want to make change in this reality and you want to get around a group of men that are looking and planning right now to make the change we need to make, you see the banner scrolling down on the bottom, www.thewartribe.com. Join. It's $25 a month to become part of a group of men that are actually planning and are actually taking action to be the fucking change that needs to happen. So quit being a bunch of fucking pussies and join. That's all I got for you. Join the War Tribe. I'll see you guys next time. If you're listening after the show, after this live broadcast, leave some comments in the comment section. And as always, like and share. This was a fucking fire ass episode, gents. Share this with your friends. Do it right now. Click the fucking arrow and send this to 5 of your friends. Get this shit going. Get this shit moving. If you don't want to join the War Tribe, all I ask is that you fucking hit the share button, post it to your Facebook, post it to your Twitter, share it with fucking friends via text message. Do it now. Anyway, that's all I got.